What's up, y'all? We live. Let's get some seller calls in, man. Let's get straight to it. Let me get this YouTube link jumping. But get this YouTube jumping. All right, let's get it popping then, man. Start making these calls. What's up, baby? Let's get it. Let's get down this list. Call that 420. Woodland Shores. See where this is at. Point Blank, Texas. Where the hell is that at? Population is 663 people in Point Blank, Texas. This is a lead that I'm not even going to waste my time on. It makes no sense. Unless this property is on the water, because it is, there's like a little, I don't even know what this is. There's a body of water here. It looks like a lake. It's right outside of Houston though, so it's probably a swamp. Let's see. Point Blank, Texas. Let's see where this thing's at. Oh man, yeah, this thing's a mobile home in the middle of nowhere. I'm good. What's up, Adrian? What up, Chris? So as you guys see, we talk about not prejudging leads, right? But one thing that I'm doing, because I'm cleaning up my CRM, we're actually about to shift CRMs, and one thing that we don't want to do is take our doo-doo leads and push them over to our new CRM. So what's considered a doo-doo lead is something that has 660 people in the town, right? Like, who am I going to sell it to? So I'm going to push this to an unsellable pipeline because we're not going to be able to sell this thing. Down the list, baby. Down the list, baby. Properties vacant. Almost redone. Just a few things left. Yeah, man. This was one of those platforms, one of those paper lead platforms. Really shitty area. Makes no sense. Man, I had to cut this stream off early yesterday. I got pissed at this phone system. Kept on turning me off.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. It
was like every time I got into a good conversation, the phone just shut off. I was like, man, I'm calling it a day. We're gonna get it popping. We're gonna get some deals, man. Overdue. Need a contract.
Hello?
Hey, Will, can you hear me?
Yes.
Hey, this is Daryl. You had spoke with somebody on my team about selling this property on Douglas Road.
Okay, which property are you talking about?
6311 Douglas. Do you own a few on that road?
We're closing on that in a couple days.
Oh, nice. Congrats. So you don't want to sell this one. You have one on that road that you do want to sell?
Next property I'm looking to sell is 7645 Pershing Road.
Well, Pershing. Okay, I got that here. This one that you're selling on Douglas, you're selling that to a retail buyer or another investor?
To a retail buyer.
To a retail buyer. Are you hoping to do the same thing on this deal, on this Pershing property?
I don't care who buys it as long as they pay me what I want.
Well, most people that are going to pay you, it looks like you're probably asking. Well, what are you asking for? How much do you want to sell it for?
The one on Pershing,
Yeah,
I'm looking to get 220 for it.
220,000. And what's the condition? Is it renovated already?
It needs work. It needs floors, some walls. Third bathroom needs. It's a renovation job right now.
Okay. Once I do that renovation, what do you think I could sell it for?
I think it'd be worth 300,000. It's a 5-bedroom, 3-bath house on a double lot.
Okay, 300,000. You said you want 220 for it?
Yeah.
220. Okay. Was this a previous rental for you?
Yes.
Got it. So there's no tenants right now. Is it vacant?
It's vacant.
Nice. How long has it been vacant for?
I think 2.5 years. Like that now.
2.5 years.
There was a flood. There's a water problem a while back, and the tenant moved out, and it's been under renovation since then.
Got it. Okay. So, is there still water damage that we would have to fix?
No, the water damage is all fixed. It's stuff that needs to be done. The floors, they need to put new floors in it.
Okay. So we're pretty much, so the source of the problem is fixed though, right? Like the water.
Yeah.
No more water
The
coming
problem
in.
is fixed.
Okay.
No, no more water issues. We did a bunch of stuff to take care of any more water issues. The foundation's been worked on.
You said the foundation had work or it needs work?
It's been worked on. The plumbing's got new pipes in it. The electrical's been upgraded. Got 20 amps, 200 amp service, that is. We've done a lot of stuff too. We put in a third bathroom. So it's in, but there's still work that needs to be done too.
Mm-hmm.
And the roof is not new.
So we'll need a new roof too. I got you. So it sounds like we probably should put a new roof on. Now, and I'm just doing my initial due diligence right now online. I am seeing properties selling in the threes, but all of those properties that are selling at that price were built in 2016. They're all pretty new.
Sure.
So I don't know if I can compare it to that. In your opinion, how much work do you think we would need to put into it to bring it up to 2023 standards? And because we'll do a flip on this.
That's a good question. I don't know, maybe $40,000, something on that order, but I'm kind of guessing at that.
Okay. All right, give me just doing some math here, running some quick numbers. Is this something that you were looking to sell? When were you looking to sell this? Like soon or?
Well, it's the next property I'm looking to sell. We've got the 6311 Douglas Roadhouse sold. This is our next property.
So like the next 30 days, or
I could probably sell it in 30 days if someone wanted that.
Got it. Okay. Where have your other offers been coming in at?
I've had a mix of offers. And someone did say they were going to give me 220, but I haven't heard back from them after they sent it up.
Was that
was
that
not
recently?
2 months ago. That was fairly recent, yeah.
Okay. So I would definitely need to. I would definitely like to see the property, because there's a lot going. There's a lot going on in this area, but it's not like it's not. There's nothing like routine. It almost looks like things are just everywhere. You know, it almost looks like it's. There's some properties selling for 84,000, some selling for 315, some for 320, some for 200. You know, so I will have to dig a little deeper to figure out what we can do. But if my underwriter, when I get all this information to him, you know, considering we'll need to do a roof, we'll need to, you know, pretty much fully renovate this property. If he comes back with the price at like $150,000, what do you think you would say to that?
I turned down a 155 and 160 hours ago.
Hours ago. What do you think the best that you would do is?
I'm sorry?
I said, what do you think the best that you would be able to do is?
Well, I'm hoping to get 220 for it. I'm thinking I might get 220. It's a great big house. It's on a double lot. You know, it'll be worth that.
I got you. You think you'll probably just list this on the market with the realtor if an investor doesn't come?
We've got a realtor set up. Yeah, once we're done selling this other house, this is what we'll kind of focus on.
You'll list it with the realtor, and you'll try to sell it. You'll sell it for 220 with the realtor.
That's the plan.
Okay. And then minus the 6%, well, 10%.
We're not paying 6%, so.
What are you paying? What, 3?
I'm not going to tell you what I'm paying my realtor, but I'm not paying 6%.
I got you. But you'll pay closing costs too, right?
I don't know.
Got it. So it sounds like you list this on the market. You're looking to walk away with like 200 in your pocket after you pay commissions, closing costs, and all that. Okay. I mean, yeah, I think that's a good route to go first, right? Like I think if you're gonna want to get the most possible money for this property, listing this on the market may be the way to go. My price is going to be. I'm just looking at numbers. I'm pretty positive my price will be closer to that 150 number, and you already said no to it. So
that's right.
I may be a good option just to keep in your back pocket at the end of the day. If you
Well, I
don't
got a
wanna list this.
160 offer. I'll keep closer in my back pocket. So.
Sounds good. Hey man, well you have a good one.
Okay, thanks.
All right, Will. Talk to you. Bye. Dang, it's crazy because November he's been trying to sell this. Oh, that's a different property. Never mind. Yeah, he's gonna be a follow up. So a lot of times people they have they have a plan already. Like he's gonna list this with the realtor. There's no way that if his realtor is telling him that he's gonna get 220,000 for this property, you know, and he sounds like he has no immediate need to sell, which I probably could have done a better job of digging into his information into his motivation. Aramis says, why didn't you offer creative? So I didn't offer creative on this one because I probably could have offered creative. You know, I really didn't. I don't think I got enough information to offer creative for him. Honestly, my thought process on this lead is one. It's in an area where I'm honestly like not interested in doing anything at all, even wholesaling. I literally just called it because it's in my pipeline. So from the jump, I'm like, I really don't want to work this lead because it's gonna be a bitch to sell for one because it's not in our market, and two, it's just gonna be a headache. So I was just like, I just want to get away from it. But yeah, I didn't go enough into his motivation. Um, yeah, like Chris said, he's selling houses one by one. I didn't even ask why is he looking to sell? Like why is he selling these houses one by one? So if I would have won terms, it almost didn't make no sense. I didn't see how terms was solving his problem, which is why I didn't pitch it. But again, I didn't dig enough into his problem to figure out what his problem is. There's comps, but this property's in the middle of nowhere, fucking Indiana. Like I don't. It's not our market. You know, like if it was in Florida, if it was in Georgia, if it was in Maryland, Phoenix, it's a different story. I'm honestly getting away from. I do not want to. I've done a lot of deals, and I've done a lot of deals in a lot of places, and that shit has got me in a really bad position. Like even now, like me buying, I bought properties in really random places, and it just fucked me up. You know, like put me in really bad situations. So we're looking to actively clean out our CRM. This is an elite that's gonna come with it. So it's just gonna. We just pushed it, you know. Let's see if he does have motivation. I really don't like. Now I'm thinking about. I really don't like my answer to that question, Aramis. That was just a bad call. It just wasn't a good call, honestly. I need to follow up with this guy. I didn't dig into his motivation or his pain, and that's an issue. Because when I think about it, I have people in Indiana that would probably buy this property. Call him tomorrow.
Hello?
It's Mr. Collins.
Who's this?
This is Daryl. You had spoke with somebody on my team about selling this property on Ellicott.
Okay.
Yeah, you still wanted to sell that, right?
Okay.
Perfect.
Did you guys run your numbers already?
No, that's actually my job right now to get a little bit more information. and then go back and run the numbers, and I can get an offer to you by the end of this call.
Okay.
So yeah, I can't see. Is this vacant or is this a rental property or something you're living in?
It was a rental. I'm in the process of doing a turnover now. These on the block generally rent anywhere between 12 to 1,300 a month.
12 to 1,300. And you wanted to sell this and not just rent it out again?
No, I'm selling it. I sold the one next door last year.
I
I
got
sold
you.
that for 95.
You said you sold it for 95?
The house right next door at 905.
Okay. Man, what has you selling off your properties?
It's just something that I want to do right now.
Just something you want to do right now? Got it. So you said it could rent for 1,200, 1,300?
Properties on the block rent between 12 to 1,300. Yep.
Okay. And where are you at in selling? Like, is this something that you were looking to make happen in the next couple weeks, next 3 months?
I mean, I'm ready to sell it immediately.
Ready to sell it immediately. Okay. And how much were you looking to sell it for?
Well, I sold the one next door for 95. So I'm open to reasonable, sensible offers.
I got you. The one you sold for 95, that was to an investor or somebody who's living in it?
They're living in it.
They're living in it. Got it.
I mean, it was an investor, but, you know, they rented it out. So someone is living in it now.
Okay. So sounds good.
This is a 2-bed, 1 bath. Are you taking notes? That way we
Yeah, I'm taking notes.
okay. It's a 2-bed, 1 bath, finished basement, lead-free certified property. It has a rubber, everything I'm about to tell you is 5 years old. Rubber roof, new baseboards throughout the entire home, new interior doors, new exterior doors, refinished hardwood flooring in the bedrooms and in the living room, drywall all throughout, meaning all 3 levels, recessed lighting all throughout, meaning all 3 levels. Bathroom was completely redone, including a new bathtub, tile, and sink, and drywall. Plumbing was changed out from galvanized to CPVC and PVC. Electric was updated. What else? It no longer has radiators. It has central heat, no central air. So it has ductwork. And that's about it. By the time I walk out of there at the end of this week, it'll be turnkey ready.
Okay. Yeah, you did all the fun stuff, man. We like to do that type of stuff when we buy houses.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if you don't sell to somebody who's calling you, you'll probably just list this on the market.
Pretty much.
Okay. Yeah, like I'm seeing properties, so it sounds like this wouldn't make sense for a fix and flip, which is what we would be trying to do. And even if it did, I'm seeing properties in the area, and I'm pretty familiar with the area as well. I'm seeing properties selling around like the 150,
Hello?
160 mark. Can you hear me?
Hello?
Hello? Dog. This fucking phone, bro.
Sound like you're having some phone problems over there.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on with this phone. Can you hear me now, though?
Yeah, so this is what I would tell anybody. Most of the time, wholesalers such as yourself or fix and flippers, you would probably try to get a house like this for about 50 or 60,000. Am I right?
For sure, and that's actually what I was telling you when you couldn't hear me.
Okay, so if you're looking to get it normally for 50 or 60,000, and then you would have to do everything that I just named, you're looking at another 50 or 60,000 in renovation costs between labor and materials. And then we're not even factoring in the time that you would spend to do it. That's 120,000. So even if I sold it, let's just shits and giggles, say 90 or 95,000, that's still 25,000 that you're ahead of the game, and no time involved because all of the hard work is done. Somebody might want to come in and put a new vinyl kitchen floor in, and maybe a new vinyl kitchen floor in the basement, but that's it. That's it. All the hard work is done. I'm still trying to leave some meat on the bone to make it attractive to a buyer, whether it's an investor or a first-time home buyer. I don't care.
I got you.
You know, so I'm still willing to leave the meat on the bone, but I'm not looking to, you know, take the role of the Salvation Army either.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, 100%. What's your plan when you get rid of these properties? You gonna go buy a boat or something?
Hello?
Hello? Bruh, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm cutting the stream off. This shit keeps doing this shit, bruh.